Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News Update. Business Hunter CEO Bob Hawes has expressed concern about the number of people who've given up looking for jobs in the region. The unemployment rate for November has dipped to just 1.8%, down from 3.6% in October. Bob Hawes says while this might look good on paper, the participation rate has dipped to 60%. It means there just aren't enough people in the market to fill the 7,000 jobs being advertised. Fishlock is seeing unprecedented population growth, causing council to consider the LGA's long-term transport needs. Fishlock's growth rate is the second highest in New South Wales, behind Maitland at 3.8%. It's prompted population estimates put forward in 2018 to be revised. Council is now expecting 112,000 people to call the LGA home by 2041, an increase of 67%. Council's traffic and transport strategy is now on public display. It's looking at major upgrades to gateway roads into the city and the future of the Fishlock Branch Railway Corridor. The Centre for Women's Economic Safety is calling for women in regional areas like the Hunter to be better protected from economic abuse by their ex-partners. The centre wants banks and regulators to introduce mortgage and lending reforms which help women and their families stay in their homes. Chief Executive Rebecca Glenn says women aged over 55 who live in regional areas are among the most affected by post-separation economic abuse.
So what we often see is things like hiding assets or stripping property pools, often creating debts for partners, so that could be through coercion or fraud. Refusal to pay child support we see a lot of. And a big one is where perpetrators just stop paying mortgage repayments. And what that's doing is really contributing to housing stress, insecurity and ultimately homelessness.
The future of the Myuna Bay Sport and Recreation Centre should be clearer tonight when Lake Macquarie Council meets to decide its fate. The centre closed down suddenly in 2019 due to concerns about the potential impact of the nearby Eraring coal ash dam. A report to Council recommends a state government application to demolish and remediate the site be accepted. An alternate site for the centre has been chosen at Morisset, but no plans have been put forward at this stage. Marine Rescue is gearing up for another busy summer in the Hunter. The Lake Macquarie unit has been the busiest in New South Wales for 11 months straight, responding to 608 calls for help. In November, the unit was called out to 38 incidents, ranging from engine trouble to sinking vessels and people overboard. The Singleton Arts and Cultural Centre will be transformed this summer, with works by some of Australia's leading artists set to be on display as part of a touring exhibition titled 52 Actions. The showcase will feature hung works as well as 33 immersive digital displays. Vicky Brereton from Singleton Council says the town hopes to play host to more nationally significant artworks in the future.
When we designed the gallery, that was part of the intent that it would actually be classified as a regional gallery, so we could actually take touring exhibitions. So we've ticked that one off with this first exhibition, which is beautiful. But we want to see many more, and we'd really love to even see the Archibald here one day.
The exhibition will be open until February 11.
2NURFM Sport.
The Newcastle Jets proved their own worst enemies at McDonald Jones Stadium yesterday, going down in a devastating 2-0 loss against Melbourne City. Coach Rob Stanton has blamed a lack of confidence as the main factor in yesterday's defeat.
But in saying that, I thought there was lots of moments where we got in positions where we broke first line, eliminated pressure, got in positions where you can be effective, and it broke down because we didn't do it with intent or convictions.
The Jets remain on 5 points after 6 games and will face unbeaten competition Wellington on Saturday. Meantime, the women's side are set to host Sydney FC at No. 2 Sports Ground next Sunday. Merewether diver Sam Fricker has qualified for next year's World Championships after claiming the men's 3-metre synchronised final with partner Curtis Matthews yesterday. And Lake Macquarie sailor Nathan Outeridge has guided 2-time defending champions New Zealand to victory in the second preliminary regatta of the 37th America's Cup cycle. That's sport. I'm Holly Fishlock.
And the winning numbers in Weekend Lotto are 10, 14, 21, 22, 23 and 42, and the supplementaries are 7 and 11. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.